Hey guys, so we're going to start working on wiring up our project board, which is the main component that we're going to start defining here in our route to enabling project tasks within a project. First thing here is that we're going to go to our project item. And remember, we are going to be calling the project board from our project item. So we just need to make sure that we use link here. Link and link. Then once we have link, we need to change this to 2. And then the route is going to be very simple. It's going to be, and I'm going to start wiring this up right away. Remember, backticks here because we're going to pass a parameter, and it's going to be called project board. And I'm just getting ahead of the curve here because this is exactly what we're going to set up in app.js. Okay, so it's going to be project board, curly braces, and then it's going to be project dot project identifier, right? And if you remember correctly, in our backend, in order for us to pull the backlog for a specific project, we need to pass it the project identifier. Okay, so with this in place, then I'm just gonna copy this so that we can put it there to a T. I'm just gonna close out of some of these because we don't need these right now. I'm gonna save my file here, and then I'm going to go to app.js. In app.js, we're gonna actually add another route, and I'm not gonna copy paste that one because I have a copy paste right now in the memory, and it's gonna be exact path, and then it's going to be project board, and it's going to be take the parameter, which is the identifier, and this should load the component project board. Where is it? What am I writing? Yeah, it is right here, the project board.js component. I was kind of expecting this to oh, I know why. Give me a second. Let me close this out. And then I was kind of expecting this to do the auto import, but it is not. Ha. Anyway, I guess it doesn't want to play along with me. That's not a problem. We're gonna do project board, which by the way we already created. Oh, I know why. Okay, this is fine. I know why, and I'm gonna show you. Don't worry. Don't panic. Everything's still fine. We're gonna get this from components, and then we're gonna get it from project board. And the reason why it didn't pick it up, I'm just gonna do a quick refactor here, just so that I can bring this one home, is that when you go to the project board, we haven't done anything here, right? We haven't done absolutely nothing here, which was gonna be our next step anyway. So we're gonna create a class-based component, RCC tab, for those of you that actually created or are using VS Code and actually installed all the extensions that are recommended you to install. We're gonna do this refactor, and at this point I'm pretty sure you understand why I'm doing this refactor. I just like doing the connect and everything down here. I think it's a little cleaner, a little more intuitive too. And now that we have this here, I am going to try this again because I think that the problem was that I wasn't exporting anything. And now with that in place, this should work. There you have it, project board, and it's gonna do the actually, you know what, I really want to show you this, because for those of you using this project board, and there you have it, it did it automatically. I'm pretty sure you guys saw that. Okay, so all good for now. Okay, so now that we have that wired up there, we have our project board here, and I just want to do a quick test and make sure that this works. Welcome to project board. Okay, cool. So now I am going to run my Java server, which is running on my computer right now, and it has a few projects, right? So I am going to do npm start. Ooh, and this actually makes sense. I am not in the right folder. Remember, you need to be in the ppm tool React client folder. Okay, npm start, and this is going to take us to our app. What is it that is not liking? Backlog reducer. Okay, let's look at the error message. So reducer, backlog, reducer, get backlog. Okay, remember I told you that if I did anything wrong, we were gonna find out. Well, my apologies here. As you can see, I tried to import the types from the project action, and we actually need it from types. Okay, so again, that's why basically the branch where I committed this might be a write-off. You probably try to run this. So I'm just gonna make a note of that in that lecture. I should have tried to run the app. Now I feel horrible, but because some of you are gonna see the app breaking, and I'm not gonna understand why. Although I'm pretty sure at this point, you were able to figure it out yourselves. But no, not to worry. I'm gonna make sure that we fix that. Okay. So remember, the only reason why we're getting a blank page here is because we haven't set up the landing page, and that our dashboard is actually tied up to the dashboard route. Okay, with this in place, if I come here to project board, this is perfect because we see our project identifier here, and we see our welcome to project board, which is what we just wired up. Okay, perfect. All right, so now with that out of the way, I do want to come here to my project board design, which by the way is going to be on the branch or it's actually in the previous branch, but it's also going to be on this one. And just mind the comments, okay? Mind the comments. This navbar is just there so that you can look at it, but we don't need to bring this in anymore. So mind the comments, okay? So basically our project board starts here. Mind other components when copy and pasting, because we have the backlog in here, and we also have our sample project task in here. So just mind that. But for now, we're gonna bring it all together, and then we're gonna start decomposing that, and just make sure that you copy up until here. Project board ends here. All right. So we're gonna go to the project board. We're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna open a set of parentheses, and then we're gonna copy all this. I'm gonna get rid of this comment here. Okay. Now, these two comments here, I want to keep for now, because I really want to know. I really want to make sure that this is clear for us. So remember, in order for us to keep comments, first we need to put the curly braces here, which basically allow us to put JavaScript expressions here, and then we're going to comment them out. All right, just so that we can keep them there for now. And I wonder what it is that is not liking here. Okay, so we're gonna do the same here. Okay, we're gonna surround it in curly braces. Then we're gonna give it some space, just because we are going to need these later. Again, curly braces here. And then give it some space so that we can comment it out. And I know this is a little tedious, guys, but right now I just want us to understand everything that we're doing and where things are, because we are going to need all of these. We're going to need to put them in different components, right? But right now I just want to showcase the whole thing. And then I think the last one is going to be this one here. And we still have some errors here that I'm going to take a look right after I'm done cleaning this up for now, because I do want to keep these comments. Okay, so href, okay, that's fine. What else is it that you're not liking here? Okay, this href here again, which is fine. What else? Okay, perfect. Okay, so now with this in place, go back to your dashboard and then try and navigate back to your project board. And if you clean everything up, you should see this. Although, and I'm pretty sure some of you are like, what's going on here, Carlos? we're not done cleaning things up, because we do have to make sure that we get rid of the class and replace it by class name, which is fine. Okay, we do have to do that, and as always, make sure that you don't blow this one off. Okay, all we need to is to make sure that we clean this up in the HTML, nowhere else, right? Cool. I'm pretty sure that's super clear by now, and you guys are experts in doing this type of cleanup. Not even going to talk about the keystrokes that we need to use here. And then now everything is clear. Everything is clear. Project actions, erase the subject value. I'm going to have to take a look at this one. Not right now. I think I know what this is. I know exactly what this is. I'll take a look later, okay? I'm going to make a note for that. Okay, so now that we have our project board set up, the next thing that we want to do with our project board is start bringing some imports. And the first import that I'm going to bring here, just for the use case that we're going to start working on, which is to create a project task from the project board, is I'm going to bring link. All right, and then from React router DOM. Okay, and then what this is going to do is that we're going to use it for our button to create a project task. So now we're gonna erase this and erase that a tag there, link by link, and then this has to be 2. Okay, and then I think here what we want to do is send it to the AddProjectTask component. So here what we're going to do is backticks again, AddProjectTask, and then this route, as you remember, is going to take the ID, right? It's basically going to take it's going to get the project identifier, so we're sure that when we're creating a new task, we're actually creating a project that exists. Okay, so with this in place, the next thing that I want to work on, ID is not defined. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, okay, it is very simple. And again, I know that we want to try and move a little faster, but let me also make sure that I'm not confusing you guys. So remember that when we load the project board, we're passing it a parameter. The parameter is the project identifier. Now in the project board, we want to pass that project identifier onto the create project task, so that we know that we are actually creating this project task onto a valid project. So here on the render, and we've done this before, we're just going to extract the ID from the parameters, right? From the props that we get when we use React Router to render a component. So here we're going to do this props as before, match params, okay? And with this in place, then we can pass this on. And we're not doing anything with it just yet. I just want for this to work and not to give us any disgusting error messages, okay? So with this in place, we're going to go to our we're going to go to our AddProjectTask component. Okay, so I'm just gonna minimize some of this so it's not that confusing, and we're gonna go to the AddProjectTask component. We're going to RCC. We're going to do the refactoring again, because this makes it so much cleaner. Again, in my opinion, if you know it, if you are comfortable with doing this a different way, go for it. Don't let me get in your way. Okay, and then actually I'm gonna put the form here right away before we invoke the route. Okay, so we're going to go to our design, and we're going to use the project task form. Again, mind the comments. I'm going to say it again, mind the comments. Pay attention to the comments, please. And we're just going to do PBI, which stands for product backlog item. This was like my older design. Don't worry, that class doesn't really affect anything. And then here, ends here. Okay, mind the comments. Read the comments, mind the comments, please. Then we're going to put this here. And then, of course, we're going to mind our JSX cleanup. I did warn you about this, that we're gonna move a little faster. I hope this is okay. And then we're gonna class names, class name, and then I saw something else that I do want to get rid of for now, just for now, is this form on submit, because we haven't wired that up, so that's going to probably blow up. And then we're gonna go to our app.js and set up the route for that as well. Okay, which is going to be route exact path. And it's going to be actually, why don't I literally take it from here, so we're on the safe side, and then again slash, and then the ID that we're passing on, and then the component is going to be, you guessed it, add project task. And again, we're going to do my auto import that I love. And remember, if you don't have this capability, you need to come write this down, right? And I need to close this tag here, obviously. And then with that in place, I think we can okay, everything looks good. Project task path, project task ID. Okay, everything looks good here. So now let's go ahead and check and check that that's actually working. I'm going to stop the server. I'm going to rerun it. And then we're going to come here. Let's see what we have here. Okay, this is fine. This one, you know what, we're going to take care of this one before we end this lecture. And then we're going to go to project task, and then we're going to have our form. Okay, this back to project board is not doing anything. Let's take care of that as well. Okay, so let's just update this because it's add project task, and then let's fix this for now. And then I'm going to take care of this one right here. Again, it's not breaking anything, so don't worry about it. But you know, let's just start cleaning things up. Okay, add project task here. Perfect. And then let's again extract our params, which we can literally just come to project board, copy and paste this, and it should work. And put it here because basically that's what's on the route, what we're passing as a parameter. And then back to project board, we should be able to just do link to backticks, and it goes, so gonna go to project board slash $, and the ID, okay, which is what we're passing there, right, which is the project identifier. Add project task, everything looks nice and clean. Oh, link is not defined because I actually have to bring the import, which I'm literally gonna copy paste from here. Folks, I hope that you guys are okay with me going a little faster because this is all stuff that we've done before. But you know what? I'm open to feedback. If this is way too fast for some of you, please let me know. And you know, I'll be sure to adjust as possible and where needed. Okay, but I hope that this is all making sense right now, because we did this before, right? This should be very familiar to you right now. So we go to project board. We try and create a project task. We don't want to create a project task, so we want to go back to our project board, and everything's working. Everything's nice and neat here, which is perfect. Okay, let me see what else we wanted to do in this video other than fixing that res that I told you about. Okay, so I think we're gonna leave things for here for now. Right now we have our form. We have enabled our first CRUD action, and then I am going to take care of this thing that we have here, which is just a warning. Again, it's not a problem per se. So here we want to go to our project actions, and we want to check out line 6 because this res is assigned but never used, and I know exactly what this is. So we're going to go to our actions, and we're going to go to our project actions, and here's line 6 right here. So when we create a project, we do not pass the res data anywhere. The response data, we don't use that at all. We're just storing it right now. But once we create it, what we do is that we redirect to the dashboard. We clear up the errors, because I mean we don't have any errors anymore here because everything went well. So there's nothing we're doing with this, so we can just clear it out here. Okay, we're just gonna get rid of it. Everything is perfect now. And now, since we touch our create project form, we have to test it. Yes, we do. I'm sorry about that if you are a little annoyed with me now that we have to go do that again. But hey, don't change code and just like, oh yeah, you know what, I know exactly what I'm doing, so you know, I don't have to test it again. Don't be like that. Test after refactor. Test after refactor. And I'm going to actually test this thing end to end. I'm going to set everything here, and I'm going to submit, and it works perfect, and everything is perfect, right? All good. All right, so that's it for this lecture. I'll see you in the next video. And just in case I didn't mention it, I think I did earlier in the video, the server, my Spring server is running, and that's why I'm able to create things right now. Okay, thank you.